welcome back to part two of our special classic movie review, where we were reviewing the classic movie Dreamgirls. Yes, I'm Shaun. This is my lovely girlfriend,
Erin.
All right, and we're going to pick up where we left off from the last video. We're going to pick up from the 10th anniversary of Rainbow Records, where they threw a concert. If you're familiar with the movie, you will remember that Jimmy went on to perform at this concert, in which he performed the great song Jimmy Got Soul. I don't know if that's the name of the song, but that's what we're going to call it. And again,
perfect person for that song.
Perfect person. And again, just like in the past, Jimmy starts off flawless. He starts off with a ballad in which he's actually, the funny part is he's looking back and forth between his wife, who's in the audience, and Laurel, who's standing backstage. And they both feel like he's singing to them, but at the same time, there's a scene where you both notice that they both realize he's looking back and forth. So, you know, definitely something is up here.
What was her name? The lady who played his wife. You know, she is like a legend. She played Jaleesa on A Different World.
She what?
Yeah. And she sang I think she sang the theme song at one point.
All the times world. I've watched Dreamgirls, I have never noticed that was, I'm gonna call it Jaleesa. I have never noticed that was Jaleesa. We'll
put her name up in the video, but yeah, I think her first name is Dawn. Yeah, legend. Yeah.
Definitely. Shout out, man. Shout out. Yes. So he starts off singing the ballad. It's a lovely song about basically not meaning any harm to his partner. And like I said, once again, he's looking back and forth between Laurel and his wife.
Just harming him.
Yes. But somewhere along the lines, he decides that ain't Jimmy. And once again, touching back on the last episode, as we know, Jimmy gonna stay true to himself. That's who Jimmy Early is, period. Mm-hmm. And then that's when he whips into Jimmy Got Soul, and which I thought was an amazing song. I didn't really understand the fuss. I mean, the only problem is, for whatever reason, he decided to drop his pants at the end of the show.
He just take it. Just he one of them people. He a habitual line stepper. He just take it just a little too far. He's the person you got to give a disclaimer for when you go out. Be like, all right, Jimmy coming.
Period.
That's all you got to say.
You absolutely right. Jimmy coming. Hide the coke.
Oh my God. He gonna bring his own. Hello.
He gonna bring his own. Hide yours. Anyway, so when the performance is over, Jimmy walks backstage. He thinks he's done an amazing job. He's proud of himself.
Is that coke?
Yes, he's smiling from ear to ear. But Curtis is waiting for him backstage, and Curtis pretty much tells him that he made a fool of himself. And Curtis tells him that their working relationship is over. He offers for them to still be friends, but Jimmy smacks his hand away. During this time, Jimmy asks Laurel for backup, in which Laurel turns to Curtis and makes Curtis aware, like, listen, Jimmy's been asking you for a new sound for a long time now. You haven't given it to him. But she flips it and she says, because that's pretty much saying that's dropping his pants on stage was the move of a desperate man, pretty much. And then Jimmy realizes that, okay, wait, Laurel really ain't on my side either. That's of course where Jimmy proceeds to tell Laurel that he loves her, and Laurel sings that she loves Jimmy. And she lets Jimmy know that they're through. And she walks away. Everybody walks away, leaving Jimmy all alone backstage.
Oh, and then his wife walked up too.
Yes, and then his wife walked. His wife is standing kind of in the background. He turns and he sees her pretty much already standing there.
Yeah.
Who knows how that went?
Well, we clearly know not too well.
Not too well, because he didn't go home. So I'm not sure. They never really mentioned how much time went by in between that and the next episode of, the next scene in which we realized that Jimmy has died from an overdose. Do you recall any time frame?
I do not.
I don't recall either. But yes. So basically, they do fast forward. Dina Jones and Dreams are in the studio singing. Sounds like they're now making disco music. Disco is what's in now. And the scene starts off with Cece storming out of the studio, in which he then proceeds to tell Curtis that he no longer wants to do this. The songs that he's creating are being flipped to a way in which he doesn't like it. And once again, it seems like disco is what's in style right now. So, and Curtis tells Cece, like, look, man, this is what's selling, because as we pointed out before, previous video, Curtis is all about what's selling. He's not trying to hear all of that. If it ain't selling,
if it ain't about the money,
he don't want it. He don't want it. Miss him with that. It's pretty much what he makes you aware of. So now during this time where Cece and Curtis are arguing, going back and forth out in the hallway of the studio, you see Laurel run out screaming and crying and falling on the ground. And then from there you find out that Jimmy has passed away from an apparent overdose in a hotel. Laurel's completely distraught. You do hear her say that the wife is not gonna let her see Jimmy.
Oh no, yeah, not at all.
Yeah, but of course, and man, now that you mention it, I see that lady's face more and more. Like, now I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, because she's had the same face.
Yes.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
Aging well.
Aging all the way from when she started from a 26-year-old college student.
Oh.
So anyway, they once again they cut to another scene where Cece and Michelle are backstage. They're sitting in a waiting room, and which they're sitting there with Curtis, in which Curtis lets Cece know that Cece can quit, but he tells Michelle, you can't, you obligated, Cece walks out. So as pointed out before, I think that was the last we've seen of Laurel for a little while.
I don't recall seeing it. Did we see her again? Oh yeah.
Until the end.
Yeah, the very end.
Yeah, until the very end. Yeah. So basically, from there, now we fast forward to what is Effie's comeback. Once CeCe does quit Rainbow Records, he does go to see his sister Effie, who it appears he hasn't seen in a long time.
9 years, apparently.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually. But okay, so he hasn't seen her.
It's
possible.
We're
gonna say 9 years because, once again, a lot of people don't know she even has a kid. We're gonna assume CeCe is on this list of said people, even though that would be messed up. But
it's not. It's possible to not talk to a sibling for 9 years.
No, it is possible for sure. But
yeah,
that don't make it right. Basically, I'm sorry, but don't make it right. I mean for them too, not everybody in the world. I know everybody's situation.
You saw my face. I was like, okay.
I didn't see your face. I just thought about that in my head. Yeah, no, not everybody in the world, but for them, to me, you know what I'm saying? They seem like they're pretty close brother and sister at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
initially.
Almost twins. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just seems like a 9-year gap of them not seeing each other. That doesn't feel right to me. Yeah. But anyway, so Cece now approaches Effie, and he has a song for her. He lets her know it's really good. And it's only gonna sound right if she sings it. And that's how we get into One Night Only, man.
Which is a vibe.
It's like it's giving me neo soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like an original neo soul.
Yeah, I would listen to that
out.
like now.
I would too.
For real. Well, we do. We listen to music like that anyway.
Yeah. So so that's when we get into One Night Only, the ballad that is sung by Effie. We see One Night Only starting to gain traction. We see scenes where she's singing it in a nightclub. There are people around, they're listening, they're vibing to it. And then we flip to a scene in which Curtis apparently has gotten word of One Night Only, and he wants it for himself. This part I really didn't understand because he said he felt like he owned the rights to the song because the song was written by Cece, and I guess
I was thinking about that. I don't know. Maybe he didn't sign paperwork. You know, like I don't know. Like maybe it was some kind of contract or something, but
it might have been like
it wasn't maybe an asterisk should have been provided on that so we can know the background.
Yeah, it might have been like a non-compete clause. A lot of times when you get hired, you got to chill for a little while. Yeah, they just don't allow you to go to anybody. You got to sit back for a little while. So maybe he was still within his non-compete clause. So
Curtis was a businessman.
You know,
it's ironic.
Hey, he was about his business. Yeah. So from there, Curtis decides that he's gonna steal One Night Only. One Night Only has not reached the pop charts yet. It's gaining traction in local Detroit radio, but it has not reached the pop charts. Going back to the beginning of the movie, we know that's a big deal, as that's what happened to Curtis and Jimmy with their song Cadillac Car. You know, hadn't reached the pop charts. Somebody came, stole it, put it on the pop charts. Now, Curtis has said access to the pop charts. You know, he gonna put the song on the pop charts pretty much.
That's so crazy.
So they flip it and they give it to Dina Jones and the Dreams and turn it into a disco song,
which was also a vibe to me. I like disco.
To me also. I
got the disco dress on. I'm ready for it.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like the little disco version more than Effie's version. I like both, but if I had to vibe out the one, I'm gonna listen to Dina's version. Yeah. So pretty much that eliminates Effie's comeback altogether because that was her song stolen, and now it's Dina's song. Of course, now from there, Effie and Cece, they decide to take action. They're not gonna take this line down, but we'll see that a little later on. We flip now to the scene where Dina is sitting down with Curtis, having dinner, and which Curtis makes her aware that he knows that she is trying to make a movie deal behind his back. And he tells her right then and there that you can't even take an ish without me. It's in your contract. You can't do nothing without me, period. And then he also makes Dina aware of why he made her lead singer of the Dreams back in the day. And he pretty much told her because her voice has no character, I believe he said. He said
something like that.
It's moldable.
He's given Stevie J and Jocelyn.
Yes. He pretty much tells her that her voice is what he wants it to be. Period. And, you know, she's nothing without him. Of course, that's when we flip to the song Listen, which again, I mean, every song on this movie is flawless.
It was good.
But Listen, Listen goes crazy. That's as you mentioned, Beyonce sings really soft throughout the movie, but that's probably the one time in the movie that she is able to.
She found her voice.
Yeah, she's really able to let loose and really sing. Great song. How while that song is being sung, we notice that Dina is looking through Curtis's things. She's looking for evidence of past gambling and a bunch of other illegal activities. Of course, he's doing business with the mob, as mentioned in the movie.
That was her way of getting out.
Yes, and she comes across Effie's copy of One Night Only, and she claims she's never heard it before. Hold on now, hold on now.
You gotta fix that curl.
Hold on now, curl came loose.
Swoop.
Swoop. Anyway, now she comes across her copy of One Night Only, in which she realizes what Curtis has done. So from there, she contacts Effie, and I guess they connect, and from there she provides all the evidence that Cece and Effie need to pretty much. Is it blackmail if somebody did you right?
I mean, technically they didn't go to the authorities. They said that they were going to go to the authorities, so I believe
that's blackmail, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
if not, we'll fix it on the video. But that's blackmail.
That's blackmail. Definitely. It's blackmail, but it's okay blackmail. It's
street blackmail.
Because they trying to they trying to right a wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? True. So I guess if you're using blackmail,
they probably don't want him to go to jail. But they want to make sure they get out the contract.
I don't think they care.
I don't think.
But they're trying to right or wrong. So that type of blackmail, that's okay. That's okay. That ain't no problem. So from there, they do show up to Rainbow Records with the lawyer, and of course they do make Curtis aware that they have all these things against him. Of course, Cece was there for some of those things. He was participating too. But they
want out their contracts. They said we are out.
Yes. So from there, they do work out a deal with Curtis, in which Curtis actually gives them their own record label and distributes Effie's version of One Night Only for her for free. Mm-hmm. So that's just all profit to get that out there.
Was that before the confrontation? Well, not the confrontation, but when did not Magic, but Dina and Effie talk, where she did tell her that she had a baby? Remember?
Yes.
I think that was before that.
It was after that.
Oh, it was after?
Yeah. Okay. But it was kind of like during, actually, because basically I'm sorry, no. You are 100% correct. It is right before that. The lawyer and Curtis and Cece and Marty,
yeah,
are sitting in Curtis's office, I guess, discussing a deal. And while they are discussing said deal, mm-hmm. Dina and Effie are having a reunion in the back, in which Effie does make Dina aware that she has a child. And Dina says, "You got a baby?" And Effie hits her with well, I wouldn't call Magic a baby. Magic is 9 years old. And if you could do the math.
And which Dina did. She said, well, carry the one. She definitely did the math
very quickly. And, that's when Effie made Dina aware that Curtis doesn't know. And as she's making Dina aware Curtis doesn't know, that's when Curtis and the lawyer mm-hmm. and Marty and Cece are coming back from the back office, in which they make them aware they made the deal mm-hmm. That we just discussed. From there, we fast forward to a scene where Dina is now back at her house and she's packing her bags. She's trying to get the heck up out of there.
And she got her mama with her, honey.
Yes. Curtis rolls up. He rolls in the house. He's screaming for Dina, where's she at? And that's, when the mama appears and she's like, hey, Curtis. And, exactly. So the mama is there. I guess that now makes Dina untouchable. Or whatever Curtis had in mind. I guess the mama is there. That's out the window. So, in which now Dina makes Curtis aware that she's out, And she tells him, look, you can sue me, you can take everything I got. She says, I'll start over. She says, if you started over, so can I, period. Mm-hmm. She's out, she's done. So now that part is done, we fast forward to the Dream's final show. I guess we can only assume that Dina's going completely solo, like, you know, because I'm pretty sure her career ain't done, and probably the other ladies either. But this is it for the Dreams. Mm-hmm. In which, of course, they do sing their signature song, Dreamgirls, which Dina does also bring Effie out for. She does make everybody aware that there is a fourth Dream Girl. While they are singing the song, they do pan in on Magic, and they do pan on Curtis noticing Magic, in which he does the math real quick in his head, too.
Like, well, she's singing to her.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Oh, and also at the beginning of the show, Curtis has a new girl with him, and he tries to introduce her to everybody on the red carpet. And in mid-introduce, Dina shows up. They just totally blow by Curtis and new girl, and instantly start flashing the cameras at Dina.
You know who that reminds me of?
What does that remind you of?
When Tommy Mottola with Mariah Carey, you know, because it's like it just recycles, the story recycles. Or I think he married somebody. What's her name? Talia. It was a Spanish singer, but he tried to put her on. And everybody was like, "No, we're good." Maybe she was a hit somewhere else, but she wasn't a hit here. Right. He did do J-Lo, but you know.
Yeah, and it's possible this new lady, it's possible Curtis was able to turn her into a superstar, you know. But at that current time,
ain't nobody got time for
that. Yes. So fast forward, the movie does go off with Curtis noticing Magic in the audience and staring at her hard. I mean, I guess she kind of looked like him a little bit. And that's actually where the movie cuts off. So that is actually the end of Dreamgirls as they sing on stage. So I did have a few quick questions for you, just regarding just some quick questions for you really fast, just regarding the movie.
Okay.
Let's discuss zodiac signs.
Oh, because I do, like, when we were watching and I'm like, they're giving this sign, they're giving this sign.
Yeah. So give me your best guess.
Okay.
Because we don't know their official birthdays. So give me your best guess on each character's zodiac sign. We'll just stick with the Dreamgirls and Curtis and Jimmy.
Okay. That's a lot, all of them. All right. So like I said, I feel like Effie, like as far as her sun sign, she gives me like a Taurus energy. Mm-hmm. Only because she's, you know, like she's protective, but you know, she does have like stubborn, and she does not mind a good confrontation. Okay. And I would give her Aries, but she doesn't really get over things that much, which is why I would give her Taurus.
Okay.
I'd give Dina Libra, because like she's charming, and you know, like Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is like art, beauty, and that was pretty much what Curtis wanted from her, was she was the aesthetic, like she was to him his dream. I mean, he said that to her. But also like she, you know, she is jovial and she tries to tend to go along, but she at the end was about justice, and that's what Libras are. They're the scales. L'Oreal is a Pisces. She's very romantic, dreamy, because I don't know who can hold on to a relationship for 9 years and think that he was going to leave his wife. That's you know, and please, people, I'm talking about the shadow aspects of these people. Okay. Like the shadow aspects of these zodiac signs. Curtis gives me Scorpio.
Okay.
Yeah, he gives me Scorpio. Secretive, business minded. You know, he's ruled. You know, Scorpio's ruled by not ruled by Mars, but used to be ruled by Mars. So he takes action. He's about business. He's, you know, but he's a little bit more secretive with it. Unless confronted. And like I said, Jimmy is are free-spirited Sag. You know, like he's a free spirit. He doesn't want to be controlled. He was definitely like, I don't want to say a wild card. He just was himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess it all goes back to like, and I do want to do Cece too. Okay. I want to do Cece as well.
Go ahead. We got time.
I think just based on him being a lyrical genius, I would say a Virgo.
Okay.
Yeah, so ruled by Mercury's communication. So he definitely was out here putting them hits out, and he didn't mind communicating how he felt, you know. So I would give them all those zodiacs.
Okay. All right. I love it. All right. Last question. We'll wrap it up. Where are they now? Of course. Yeah. But yeah, so of course we're aware that they are fictional characters. But they are loosely based off of real life people. Mm-hmm. So, but groups, yeah. We are going to stick with the fictional part of it and ask, where do you think they are now? So,
this should be fun.
Yes. You want me to start off?
Okay, we'll go by each one.
Okay.
So, the way it left off, let's go with Effie and Cece.
Okay.
Where are they now?
I think Effie went on to have a very, very good R&B soul career. Once again, a voice like that you can't contain. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely sure that as long as she did manage to stay out of her own way, which she seen that she got under control, she went on to become a star in her own right. Definitely for soul music. Laurel.
Oh, okay. Laurel.
Yeah. I would say Laurel probably. I don't really see Laurel doing too much after,
like singing wise, or just.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see it because, like, again, Laurel was always happy to be in the background. You know, it was never one of those things where
she was getting that check.
Yeah. From the beginning of the movie, Laurel was perfectly fine background. So to me, towards the end of the Dreams, I could see Laurel just overall being kind of just over it and kind of just going on, maybe not a normal life, maybe a little, you know, of course, little things here and there with the music industry. But nothing too serious. I could see Laurel just falling back and enjoying life. Okay. What about you with those two characters?
Specifically those two. Who was it? Laurel and Effie. Effie is probably on her Patti LaBelle. You know, like I could definitely see her being still out here singing, making hits, and also probably putting out some good food and stuff like that. No, because so did Patti. Like I can see like the soulfulness.
Okay, all right. I can see that too. Yeah, like a Patti LaBelle type career.
Yeah. Which we love her, so we know she's probably acting as well.
Of course.
You know, so she's like definitely a legend. I think Laurel would have been writing songs about her relationship with Jimmy in her time as a dream girl. Like I can see her being on, like that, like getting her, like still traveling and enjoying the labor of her hard work. So she would probably just make money off audition what was going on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go with Dina and Curtis. You want to go first? Or I'm gonna go first.
I can see Dina having multiple children that are acting and putting out hair lines, and some are married to other singers and maybe would have starred in ATL. But Dina would also. I
see everything you're seeing.
But also Dina would still be beautiful and graceful and a legend, and also just like opening doors, like breaking doors down, you know, like her, like just setting standards and also just being the type of person that can do that for other generations. I can definitely see her mentoring other singers and stuff like that. Yeah, for
definitely.
Sure. You said Curtis too. Curtis, I could see being with a very docile woman of another nationality that he wants to introduce to the world. Like maybe he was like a record label executive as well still, but putting out like a different genre of music.
Yeah. I can see that also because once again, Curtis, visionary, and he was definitely trying to go with the flow. He was trying to keep up, always trying to keep up with the times. Once again, he's based off of Berry Gordy, and if you know Berry Gordy ran Motown. Motown had Boyz II Men, and which they turned Boyz II Men into big stars. And then from there, they pretty much figure, well, hey, we got this group of black males. How can we take it a step further? Let's get with the times. And then they created 98 Degrees.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Motown, once again, being led by Berry Gordy, I would say Rainbow Records the exact same. Curtis is going to keep on going with the times until he can't go anymore, period. I 100% agree with you with Dina. I think Dina was going to become more of a megastar like on her own.
Name. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Go on to have some children, become actors and actresses.
That will be on our favorite TV shows today.
So her legacy would carry on way past
absolutely.
Her time.
Absolutely.
Yes. So let's go with just last. Of course, we know R.I.P. to Jimmy. We know.
And then it would be Cece and Michelle.
Yes, Cece and Michelle. I'll start off. Me and my babe, we had a discussion.
Well, what was this?
I was under the impression, and I thought I was so right about this.
Oh.
But I was completely wrong.
Loud and wrong.
I thought that when they found out Jimmy had passed, that when Curtis had told Cece that he could quit, I thought he had told Laurel she could not quit. I thought it was Laurel back there with Cece, but my lady pointed out that it was actually Michelle. And I was in her face about this because
we made a bet.
I'm the Dreamgirls person. You know what I'm saying? She was right. So you did point out that you did feel as if Cece and Michelle had something going on.
It was implied.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna roll with that. I like that for them.
I think they're married, and I think he's out here writing songs.
Still to this day.
Yeah, and I think she's raising kids, and I think she's hanging out with Laurel every now and then, but not too much because Laurel probably still, out there looking for love. But I definitely think,
All right. So that's our...
Well, let me ask you this.
Oh, yeah.
What would you rate?
Getting hot again.
Okay, because our wigs are wigging. And you see I switched mine around. I turned the wig around. What would you rate Dreamgirls?
A 10 out of 10.
I don't even need to ask.
Dreamgirls is a flawless movie.
I agree.
Mean, the acting, the songs, the story, everything. Of course, all credit to the original, the play, because the play is not too far off from the movie. They stuck very close with the movie, with the play. So shout out to the original play, but the movie, 10 out of 10, well done. Once again, Eddie Murphy got robbed. Yes, just one of the best movies of all time. I don't know. I can't say Beyonce hasn't acted since, because did she do Cadillac Records before or after?
I think it was afterwards.
After, yeah. Cadillac Records was her last acting thing.
It was, and she did good too.
She did.
She did good.
She did, but
I think that the ensemble. I mean, I would give it a 10 out of 10 as well. I love every single actor and actress that was on that movie. Like I watched all of their art. Mm-hmm. The ensemble, whoever put the cast together, like bravo,
amazing,
bravo. Like I could watch Dreamgirls over and over again. I like.
We might watch it tonight.
But yeah, like
might give y'all a part 3 where we go in depth.
No, but it was really good. Like it's always good.
Yes.
You know, we're just mad because we had to watch it. What was it, Philo? It was a lot of commercials, y'all. I said we're gonna have to go ahead.
That's why we need y'all to like and subscribe to this video, because a 2-hour movie was a 3-hour movie.
It was giving Titanic.
We had to sit through them commercials. It was the same commercials. So like and subscribe for us, man.
Subscribe and subscribe, honey.
Subscribe and subscribe. All right, y'all. That's it, man. Thank you again for rocking with us, man. We do this, and we love doing it. We're going to be doing more movie reviews. We haven't decided which movie we're going to do next. So y'all will be just as surprised as we are.
It depends on what we're in the mood for. But right. we have been catching up on some movies, but it's like, which one do we choose at this point?
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm going to get this wig off, man.
Me
Once
too.
again, thank you for rocking with us. Couples Mentality.
Bye.
Bye.